Goal-oriented. Today I want to focus on my goals. I realize that most of the time when you have goals, what we're looking for is to solve our problems. How could I do to reach my goal? How could I solve this problem in order to reach whatever I want in my life? And the more we focus on a problem, the more we see this problem. I can clearly make a parallel with the way to learn a language. It's a part of my business, as I have a website on which I sell courses that I made in order to learn English. And the problem, it's exactly the same. When you want to learn a language, most of the time everyone focus on their difficulties, on their troubles, in order to understand the language, to understand the sounds, and so on. They focus on the problems, and unfortunately, that's what we've learned through schools. Because at schools, most of the time, our teachers point out what is wrong. So obviously, that's the point. In order to, for doing that, it's to correct it and to find an answer. But the problem is focusing on the problem doesn't give us a solution. Focus on what we want and we'll find a way. In order to learn language, that's exactly that. If you are clearly visualizing, not necessarily visualizing, but having a clear idea of what you want. It's just, for example, listening to someone speaking the language in your target language, and listening the sounds and bathing in them and be happy to listen to that and thinking that that's my sounds, that's the sounds I'm acquiring, and now I'm in a way recording them in order to speak the same way, and you're enjoying that and focusing on that. You're going to find a way to reproduce those sounds, like all babies did, like we all did. That's the best way to reach a goal. Not say, okay, no, I don't pronounce the right way because I don't put my tongue the right way. How should I put my tongue in my mouth and things like that? It doesn't really work. It can be a tool sometimes, but that's it. Basically, that's not the way we function. And for everything in life, we are much more focused on, okay, I really don't understand how I could do that. And that prevents us from moving, because as long as we haven't done something, we don't know how we are going to be able to do it. We can't feel that we are ready to do it because we've never done that before. Once we've done it, we'll be able to feel that, yes, I'm confident, I know I can do it because of what I've already done. But at first, I need to do it once at least. So, no, really, the way is to really focus on what we want without necessarily feeling it's possible, without knowing how it's going to be possible. And I really think that's a big shift in a way to reach a goal. And when you are enthusiastic about something, maybe an activity, a sport, learning language, for example, too, you are focusing on what you want, and you don't really... you don't stop because I don't succeed in doing so and so. You're just focusing on the pleasure you have to reach that, to build a new capacity, a new skill, to do a new activity. And that's what really makes you being better and better and moving forward. So I think that's really the key to create new skills, to evolve, to reach any goal. So for today, my new activity in a way, my new action is that before going to bed, I'm going to write down just a goal, something I want, a desire, anything, small or big, doesn't really matter, one or several, but at least one, and without knowing that I don't have a clue of how I'm going to reach that. Maybe under a form of question. Maybe it will be a question. Okay, This is my question. How can I reach that? How can I do that? But it's clear. It will clearly, focus on a goal, an objective, something I truly desire, and that's it. That's it. Just if that would just put some attention for a few seconds and minute or two on something I really want, and noticing it in my mind, and just taking the time to focus to notice that that's something I want, that's an answer I want, that's a point I want to be, and that's it. Just focusing on that, writing it down, it will just impress it a bit more on my brain, my mind, just the time to write it, and that's, I really think that's enough, without worrying at all about how is it possible or how am I going to find the answer. I'm not looking for an answer. I'm just asking for an answer. I'm just looking in this direction. I'm just stating that that's the point I want to reach. That's the place I want to be. And that's clearly enough, to enjoy, focus on what I enjoy, to create, trigger something different. You can only go where you're focusing on. So just focusing on where you want to go, and things will change. Turn your head not on your problems, but where you want to go. Obviously, you're going to find paths and ways and solutions to reach this place, because you're just turned in the right direction. So that's something I think is really obvious, but clearly not my way of functioning most of the time. So I'm just going to start today to change that very easily by this little action, writing what I want, a question or just a statement that's something I really want, not knowing at all how I'm going to do it, but not wondering how am I going to do that, just remembering, stating that's what I truly desire, and that's it, knowing that things are going to happen, because now I'm looking at the direction I want, and that's going to change things. So that's it for today. That's already very good, I think, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.